Have you ever walked into a room and felt the quiet judgment of others? Perhaps, without realizing it, you're carrying habits that subtly diminish how others perceive you. We all want respect, yet there are certain habits that not only prevent us from earning it, but can even cause others to look down on us. In the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we are reminded to be mindful of how our actions reflect who we are and the virtues we practice. Today, we'll explore 7 frightful habits that instantly make people look down on you and how the Stoic mindset can help you overcome them. Lesson 1. Complaining too much, the habit of powerlessness. Complaining is like handing over control of your life to the outside world. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often reminded himself that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you complain excessively, you project an image of someone who is powerless over their own circumstances. People start to see you as a victim of life rather than a master of it. Why is complaining so destructive? Because it signals that you focus more on problems than solutions. It's easy to complain, it requires no effort, and it brings temporary relief. But what it really shows is a lack of resilience and emotional strength. The Stoic approach encourages us to focus on what we can control. Instead of complaining, ask yourself, what can I do about this? Even if the answer is nothing, you can control how you react. When you demonstrate calmness and the ability to endure hardship, people respect you. They see a person who can navigate life's challenges without sinking into negativity. How to fix it? Whenever you feel the urge to complain, pause. Take a deep breath. Reflect on whether the situation is within your control and channel your energy toward constructive action. Lesson 2. Seeking approval. The habit of dependence, approval, seeking is one of the most insidious habits that erodes respect. When you're constantly looking for validation, you send a clear message. I don't believe in myself enough, so I need you to affirm me. Epictetus, another Stoic sage, would tell us to focus on internal virtues rather than external validation. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. People tend to look down on those who are overly concerned with others' opinions. Why? Because it shows insecurity. In a world where everyone is constantly being bombarded by the opinions of others, those who stand firm in their beliefs are seen as strong. On the other hand, if you're constantly bending to the whims of others, people will lose respect for you. Stoicism teaches us that the opinions of others are out of our control. What truly matters is living according to your principles, regardless of whether others approve or not. Approval seeking also keeps you from acting authentically. When you're driven by the need to impress or gain favor, you sacrifice your own values and identity. How to fix it? Practice detachment from external opinions. Every time you feel the need for approval, remind yourself, I am enough as I am. Seek to be self-sufficient in your validation. Lesson 3. Gossiping. The habit of weakness. Gossip is a form of social poison. When you engage in it, you're not only tearing down others, but you're also revealing a part of yourself, your insecurity, your envy, or your need for attention. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, warned against the dangers of speaking ill of others. He said, "Let us say what we feel and feel what we say. Let speech harmonize with life." People instinctively look down on those who gossip. Why? Because it signals that you're willing to break trust. If you speak poorly about others when they're not around, how can anyone trust you to speak well of them? Gossiping makes you seem petty and small, focusing on the weaknesses of others instead of cultivating your own strength. Gossip also shows a lack of discipline. Instead of elevating your conversation with meaningful ideas, you lower it to trivial, harmful chatter. In Stoicism, the focus is on self-improvement and the pursuit of wisdom. By gossiping, you turn away from this path and engage in negativity. How to fix it? Practice silence when tempted to gossip. Focus on discussing ideas, solutions, and personal growth. If someone tries to draw you into gossip, change the subject to something positive. Lesson 4. Being overly defensive. The habit of fragility. Over-defensiveness is a sign of fragility. It reveals an inability to handle criticism or opposition. People respect those who can accept feedback and grow from it. But when you're overly defensive, it shows that you're insecure and unable to separate your ego from the situation. In the Stoic mindset, criticism and feedback are tools for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the importance of welcoming differing viewpoints, even if they are uncomfortable. He said, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I will gladly change." People look down on those who refuse to accept responsibility or admit their faults. If every time you're corrected, you respond with anger or excuses, it shows immaturity. The ability to remain calm and reflective when criticized is a mark of emotional strength and maturity. How to fix it? When receiving feedback, instead of reacting defensively, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, is there truth in this? Can I learn from it? Adopting a mindset of growth will shift how others perceive you and elevate your level of respect. Lesson 5. Neglecting your appearance. The habit of carelessness. While Stoicism emphasizes the importance of inner virtue, neglecting your outward appearance can send the wrong message. It might seem shallow, but the truth is, people form opinions based on how you present yourself. If you consistently look careless and disorganized, people will assume the same about your character. Epictetus taught us that we must care for our external circumstances without becoming attached to them. This includes your appearance. While it's not about vanity or superficiality, taking care of yourself shows self-respect. And when others see that you respect yourself, they are more likely to respect you in return. Appearance is often a reflection of how much care you put into your life. If you don't pay attention to basic hygiene, grooming, or dressing appropriately, it may signal that you don't care about other important aspects of your life either. People are more likely to look down on someone who appears disorganized and unkempt, as it suggests a lack of discipline and self-respect. How to fix it? Practice mindfulness in your self-presentation. This doesn't mean obsessing over looks, but maintaining cleanliness, grooming, and dressing in a way that reflects your self-worth. Lesson 6. Interrupting others. The habit of disrespect. Interrupting others is a form of disrespect. It signals that you believe what you have to say is more important than the thoughts or feelings of those around you. Stoicism teaches us to practice humility and patience, and interrupting others goes against these core virtues. When you interrupt, you not only break the flow of conversation, but you also show that you're not truly listening. Listening is an essential part of effective communication. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard and valued, while they look down on those who constantly cut them off. Seneca once said, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence." Interrupting shows a lack of discipline, as you're unable to control your impulse to speak over others. Over time, this habit diminishes how people view you, leading them to see you as someone who lacks consideration. How to fix it? Practice active listening. Instead of focusing on what you'll say next, focus on fully understanding what the other person is saying. Pause before speaking and wait for natural breaks in conversation. Lesson 7. Lacking accountability. The habit of excuse-making. Lack of accountability is one of the quickest ways to lose respect. When you're always making excuses or blaming others for your mistakes, people see you as unreliable and weak. Stoicism teaches us to take responsibility for our actions and accept the consequences with grace. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that life is unpredictable and things won't always go as planned. But what matters is how we respond. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Owning up to your mistakes shows maturity and integrity. On the other hand, if you're constantly avoiding responsibility, people will eventually look down on you. They'll see you as someone who lacks the courage to face reality. Accountability is a cornerstone of trust and respect in any relationship. Be it personal or professional. How to fix it? Practice radical accountability. When you make a mistake, own it, learn from it, and move forward. Taking responsibility shows strength, and over time, others will respect you for your honesty and growth. Conclusion. These 7 habits: complaining, seeking approval, gossiping, being overly defensive, neglecting appearance, interrupting others, and lacking accountability can erode respect and cause people to look down on you. But through the wisdom of Stoicism, we can learn to correct these habits and become individuals worthy of admiration. Remember, true strength lies not in how others perceive us, but in how we carry ourselves with virtue, discipline, and resilience. By embodying these Stoic principles, you will not only avoid these pitfalls, but rise above them. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on Stoicism and self-improvement. Stay strong, stay mindful, and until next time.